What is up? Welcome back to the Blob podcast. We have someone who needs no introduction in the Xavier space. Legendary Xavier point guard, 6'6", out of Michigan. We got Edmond Sumner in the building. Edmond, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas, man?
What's up, man? So you're our second NBA player. We had a guy named what's his name? Gordon Hayward.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Y'all had Gordon on here?
Yeah.
That's fire. No, I didn't know that. That's fire.
Yeah. There's a connection with my wife's cousin is married to him.
Oh, really? No, yeah, that's fire for sure.
He was on for the Butler live stream that we do. The away game. So yeah, it was fun.
But you have a huge spot in the Blob starting five for sure.
Right. We're up.
Appreciate that for sure. Appreciate that.
But we appreciate you jumping on, man. We've been seeing you, kind of reminiscing a little bit on your Xavier career. We thought it'd be a good time. Before we get started, though, a friend of the podcast who will remain nameless asked us who your favorite all-time Xavier teammate was. Do you have any commentary on that?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Favorite teammate probably Larry.
Okay, probably Larry. All right, I'll hit up.
Man. So it ain't the person who asks.
You're gonna have someone upset after this one. So see some more Twitter beef on this one. So that makes me excited. But now, man. So I saw you at Musketeer Tip-Off. Sorry, I'm just calling it Madness. But I've definitely seen
I know.
So how was it kind of being back, and kind of what drew you back?
I mean, it was cool. I haven't been back in a while. But it's always just different from me coming back. Just because like the staff and everything is gone. So it doesn't always feel like a super like real connection. And again, partly that's me too. I haven't been back. But it's cool, but like I don't know, it gave me like a weird feeling going there. Like I felt real good going to Xavier and just kind of reminiscing of pretty much the best times, to be honest.
It's funny for me because you're kind of in the spot that I was 3-4 years ago when I was going back, and it was Coach Steele, and I left. I didn't have the greatest exit, I guess we could call it, with some people in the program. But then when I started coming back again and like really putting effort into that relationship, it just like it clicks like that, man. Like you go back and everybody still loves you, and like because I mean you see what it is now. Like the last few years, we're fighting to get into the tournament. For sure. That wasn't the standard 15 years ago. So people have there's some nostalgia there when you go back, and people are excited to see you.
No, for sure. No, that's definitely what I want to start doing, though. So I'll be kind of jealous seeing these other programs, all these guys kind of go back and kind of reconnecting. So I definitely want to get back.
I really think that it's just coming from your perspective is similar to mine as far as being away for a while. The more effort you put into it, like you're going to get everything back out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, we could definitely tell you really care a lot about your time at Xavier. And is it ever just kind of like, because I'm sure you have to compartmentalize things as you've had obviously a fantastic career still going on. Like, are there times that it kind of just like, you kind of just like think back to your X days a little bit?
Oh yeah, I think about that all the time, man. It's crazy because I don't know why. Like, I always remember, man. Coach Mack used to always say in practice, like, man, y'all better cherish these days. You gonna come back and remember and wanna you gonna love and miss college. And I'm sitting there. Like, I used to always say in my head, like, I am never missing this. Like, you are crazy. And bro, like, I'm not joking. Be times I'll be thinking, like, man, was he right? Like, I don't know. I feel like that was the last time basketball just felt like so pure and like
fun.
And super fun. Like it's like a different type of like. I still love balls. Like I still have fun, but it's just different.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like I love it, but it's still like this. It feels like a job now. Like there's no other way around. Like it feels like a job.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. Like I said, man, my time at Xavier. I mean, without Xavier, man, I don't reach my dreams. So it's just, bro, I'm always be forever grateful for that. And that's how my approach has always been. So that's why, I mean, you see, I'm always have love for Xavier, have love for my teammates. Because with all that, for real, like none of this is possible. I didn't get here by myself. So
yeah, you had guys like James Farr helping you out along the way.
I mean, barely. He wasn't like that. He wasn't a good. Let me tell you right now. Yeah, like they wasn't good seniors at first. They wasn't like. It was more a lot of animosity, a lot of tension in the locker room. when we first got there. So
Well,
that's probably James was the main culprit.
But here's the thing. Like I know there's a little bit of joking going on, but like there's some truth to that. Like when you walk in to a big time program as a freshman and you're sitting there saying like I'm going to make a difference on this team, there's 5 or 6 guys looking at you like, no, you're not. What are you talking about? No, you're not.
Exactly. No, like I'm being serious. Like it was real. Like because we had 6 freshmen. It was like us versus them for like I would say the first maybe like couple weeks. Nah, when just kind of get there. We you play open runs for real, and that's kind of like the first time you kind of get some real bump in. And again, you a freshman, you ain't touched no real weights. You really don't know the physicality. But then again, we kind of feeling ourselves like we had a great class. So one day we kind of all get into it, and they just was like, all right, freshman versus the upperclassmen, and that was the first humbling experience of our career for real.
That's like dream team practice squad type stuff.
Man, literally though, because I think the day before we kind of had it was mixed, but it was kind of young guys. And we kind of got the best of them a little bit. So we just chatting. We did a little too much chatting and couldn't back it up the next day.
That's fair. What did that feel like though? Because I kind of feel like that freshman class was kind of like Xavier's Fab Five to some degree. I mean, you got JP, Trayvon, like McKinday, London, Sean O'Mara. Like it was loaded. Larry Allen.
Yeah.
Like, what were you guys feeling yourself? And then was there? And at what point in the season did you kind of feel like we're a part of the team now? Like we've kind of like earned our stripes.
I mean, I feel like it was all different for all of us, but as we were all committing, I remember I was just like super excited because I knew like okay, like I bumped against Trayvon and EYBL, so I already knew who he was, and we already know he was gonna be the head of the snake. So
he's all right.
And all the other guys came, so I mean, we all was really excited. For Trey and JP though, it was different. Like they played right away. Me and McKinday redshirted, so that was like we wasn't really. I feel like I was a step away from the team. So like I literally wasn't practicing. Like I could not practice. That was part of like the medical red shirt.
Right.
And then it was a lot with that too. Like because people really think like my knees were just cooked. We milked it a little bit, just like, but all right, like come on, but because I have Xavier fans, a lot of fans, but I'm like, little do y'all know, like I really could have played that whole season out, to be honest, man. And I'm not saying my like that. It was the better for me because I needed to put on some weight. I did need to because I was having some knee pain, so it was like I did have to address some issues. It just wasn't to the extent of like I can't physically play basketball no more. Like,
I'm not like a baby here. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's
so
funny here.
That summer, it took me to like that summer for me to kind of get back adjusted to college basketball because I literally was basically removed for a whole year. Like I didn't start working out until the season ended, pretty much.
You're not allowed to practice or work out?
So all I was doing was lifting and drinking protein shakes every day.
Oh, you already know. I'm sure Mac was just feeding you calories, man.
Man, I'm telling you, protein shakes, like it was ridiculous. Like I feel like I couldn't eat real food. I was drinking too many protein shakes.
Sounds like you have.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy hearing you talk about that because, and obviously it's a different situation with Mark and with Mark Lyons and Jay Craw, but like those guys, they obviously couldn't play their first year, but they were practicing with us every day, so it's a little bit different. But they were, I mean, you think about, we talk about this all the time, but that was our scout team, Mark Lyons and Jordan Crawford, bro. Like I'm sure you guys played Perfect Possession.
Yeah.
Right? You remember that drill?
Yep, for
Bro,
sure.
We were in there. We had just had a bad loss. I think we lost to like Butler or something at home. And it was real bad. Like Matt Howard had like 27 offensive rebounds. Gordon was killing Derek Brown. It was like a whole thing. And we went in there and we played that game. They scored 99 points before we finished that perfect possession. And it was literally Jay Craw and Cheeks just going at it.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy for sure.
But can you walk us through that season, Ed? Because I'm sorry, we talked before the podcast. I can call you Ed now. I think we're on that level. But like through that season, like that had to be tough sitting out because I'm sure you're young and hungry and you want to get
out. What you gotta think
so much though.
You said what?
Like you also had that growth spurt. Like I'm sure there was just a lot.
Yeah, like I don't think people realize I was only like barely 6'3" coming on campus for real. Which is crazy. Like I really can't believe I grew some more while I was in college. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
But man, it was tough because I remember like it's funny as we was Me and Drew was just laughing about this whole situation. We was reminiscing on that red shirt year. But I remember we came back from the Brazil trip, and like Brazil, I feel like we was playing on concrete, and like I remember my knees just hurting so bad from the pounding coming from the Brazil trips because the course was not good where we were playing that. So I remember coming back. We had played open gym. Whatever my knee had like really was bothering me. So we like shut it down for a couple months. The season go. I remember I didn't start off the season until like maybe November, right around the Thanksgiving tournament. I only practiced like 2 or 3 times. I did not know none of our plays when I first played in that Thanksgiving tournament. When I say like I probably knew one play, like maybe one, like just super way behind the ears. But I was just so excited to play. Like I remember Mac just threw me in. He called some play. I didn't know no play. I went straight ISO. Me and Drew was laughing because you know when you like mess it up as a player, you know that sub coming and you just kind of sprint to the bench and like shake everybody in. Like I remember just sprint to the bench, shaking everybody hand. No, I just did some crazy jumping. He called. I forgot what play it was. I was just straight ISO,
Yeah.
missed, crazy, bad, terrible shot. But remember after that trip, that's when we kind of sat down. Again, like my knee was still bothering me a little bit, but I wasn't gonna play because of D Davis. Like it's just literally I wasn't gonna get that much bump. Like he was a senior,
Mhm.
and for what our team needed, he knew exactly how to feed everybody. He knew how to keep the poise. So like, and I was gonna get some minutes here and there, but it was just gonna be pretty much a waste for me. And I remember calling Drew because I was like, my ego was getting to me, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do this. Like, I'm trying to play. Like, and he just was like, bro, you really want to waste a year? Like, come on, let's go ahead, red shirt. And that was like the best thing to kind of hear from one of my peers.
Yeah.
Because again, like my pops, like that's what I leaned on the most, and he was already on board. So I kind of was leaning heavy, but like again, I was kind of like, bro, I got people back at home who was supposed to be watching me. So like that's kind of feeling like, dang, I'm lit. Now everybody might think I'm weak or I couldn't handle
Yeah.
coming to Xavier. So like I'm like, I really wasn't with it. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well, I
just
said
tough.
But you know the crazy thing is that I know multiple guys that I played with overseas that maybe didn't have the college careers that they could have because they didn't buy into that. You know, like just buying into that and really like because at the end of the day, whatever decision the coach is going to make, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, you
Mhm.
got it. You got to do it. You know,
Yeah, for
or you can just
sure.
be in a fight the whole time, and it's like, what's the
Hmm.
point of that? But
Yeah.
you know, buying into that and really letting that springboard your career rather than just making it something that's holding you back is like it's really hard to do though as an 18,
Man, that
19 year
was
old
so
kid.
tough,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not lying. That I'm not. I promise you, that is the reason why I was able to do what I was supposed to able to do and go to the NBA, bro. Like, there's no other like. I just felt like because by me sitting out, I already wasn't known, so I was kind of super unknown. I remember the whole question mark was, and I remember vividly in one of these big, maybe Sports Illustrated. We don't know about Xavier because
point
point
guard.
guard. Like, where's the point guard? I remember it made me so mad. Like, I was so hot. Like, pissed. I was already mad. I wasn't even mad because I just remember Matt kind of sitting me, Larry, and Miles down, and I was only mad because he was basically said, "I'm gonna move Miles to the one because I don't know if either one of y'all gonna be able to start at point guard." So I felt like, oh, all right, I took that a little personal. Like
Hmm.
you basically making Miles a one. Like, dang, okay, you don't trust neither one of us, but he told us from day one, like, y'all gonna all have to battle it out this summer. I don't know who gonna be our starting point guard.
Yeah.
So I mean that's what I need to hear though. He ain't never promised me nothing anyway. So I was cool with it though.
That's what's up. Prime motivational tactic. And then you go into your real freshman year and maybe talk to us about that development because you were growing so fast. And
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like Anthony Davis, low key, who was like an unknown recruit. And then he's like a 5-star recruit overnight. Like it had to be tough to like mentally change because your body's physically changed so fast. And how long did it mentally be like, okay, yeah, I'm that guy?
Uh, I don't know. Really, that Wake Forest game, and I feel like that's the
Yeah.
game that put me on the map. But like, bro, I literally just basically sat out the whole year of basketball. I've never done that in my life, and you
Yeah.
telling me I'm in a Division I college, let alone we playing in the Big East. I don't know how I'm a hoop for real. Like, yeah, I'm confident in myself, but you just don't know what a season is gonna bring. So I remember that first game, just like, bro, just go out there and be aggressive. Like, whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
And I just remember whatever I had a baseline dunking guy. I remember I got a tech, and just from there, I just remember like, man, it's really just basketball. But
Yeah.
I never really like. Again, I'm thinking about college. I never thought about none of the NBA stuff. Like just playing. But like that Wake Forest game, something just felt different. Where I just kind of was like,
You got in your bag. Was that the one where you had like the little shimmy in the baseline?
yeah, like step back. Have
Yeah.
when we walked them down, that was just like a big win
Mhm.
on the road. So I was after that. I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. And it was
So like,
funny.
okay, no, I'm not just like blending in no more for real. Like I'm starting to stand out because I think just before that, either the UC game was before that too when I just had dunked. So it was kind of like back to back. It's like, oh, okay, I'm
Yeah.
starting to figure out a little bit of stuff, trying to see where I can be, you sweat and stuff. So
That UC game will put you in your place real quick. If you're
Yeah.
you're either gonna be good or you're not. It'll put you in your place real fast.
that game really, that game was fun. But that game fun, like the dunking, everything is funny because you know how physical that game is, and like.
Yeah,
For some reason, like refs know, so they kind of let. I mean, it kind of depends. Some games they want to call it touchy, but my first UC, they were letting a lot of stuff go at the rim. So you know, like I'm thinking I'm getting fouled, which I was. I don't care what the coach was saying. I'm getting fouled,
right.
but I'm missing layups, so it don't matter. That at the end of the day, I always remember like Coach Steele and them getting on me at halftime. Like, man, just go dunk. Like, forget looking for the foul. And I wasn't like mad, but it kind of just fired me up. Like, you know what? Next time I get a lane, I don't care who there, I'm a
Yeah,
dunk,
right.
no matter what. And it kind of just opened up so perfectly. Like you can see in the video, kind of like my reaction was kind of like I was shocked because like I couldn't believe how I opened it up, and I'm like I jumped, and I couldn't believe he jumped after like I already had initially was in the air, so it was like it was no way he was about to block my shot, and then he tried to like kind of get out the way last second. So it was just kind of like one of those moments, and in that game, like that's like one of my favorite basketball moments, bro. Like it's just such an impactful moment. Like that changed the whole game. That momentum, we snapped it right there.
That was ball game. Yeah.
I mean, we had. I'll never forget. I mean, immediately when you get on campus, that's something they talk to you about, right? Like they're
Yeah.
talking like you got to be ready for the crosstown shootout. It's like doesn't matter the records, nothing. But you talk about going in and playing against the upperclassmen for like open gym. We used to play against UC. They used to come
Oh,
in like,
really?
oh, bro, before the fight, they used to come in every Wednesday night in the summer, and we would play from like 8 until midnight.
Oh,
And it was,
nah.
bro, it was the crosstown shootout every Wednesday night, and it was just us in the gym, no coaches, nothing.
Mhm.
I mean, like most of the time, it ended up with them having to leave because it was some shit going on.
Getting chippy.
But like the crazy thing was our non-conference schedule was always so crazy because we were playing in the A10.
Mhm.
So like that really got me to a point where I felt like I could play in that game. But like if we would have been playing against like A10 teams and then go straight into playing UC, like that game is so different. There's nothing. I mean, our first game was at UC. There was 7 technicals in the game. I headbutted Yancey. Like shit was crazy, bro. And like
Yeah, man.
the crowd's so hostile. Like
I know.
man, it's just there's and that game, like I don't know if you notice it like I do. I'm sure that you do, but like it just doesn't feel the same anymore. That rivalry, it's the same for the fans, but the
Yeah.
game doesn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I definitely feel that too. I mean, a lot of stuff, honestly, man, doesn't feel the same, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Something just feels
Do you have any
different.
idea what that is? Like, it's kind of hard. We've kind of even talked about that too. It's kind of hard to even define it.
I think it's
I don't know, but I feel like Xavier. You look at all the players, everybody that has success at Xavier. Outside, Trey was the highest recruit ever at Xavier, right?
You're toe to toe with Kenny. Yeah.
Oh, what would you rank?
Samaje was up there. Kenny was
20.
borderline 5-star.
Oh, then my bad. Y'all was big time.
It's like
My
Kenny.
bad. Hey, y'all was big time. But most of like Xavier recruits, like I be feeling like we get unknown
Mhm.
kids that people really don't know about and kind of put them in the spotlight. And a lot of people thrive, and that's why I went to Xavier. I see all them guards that came before me and came here and was able to thrive, and that's the success that I wanted. Like you said, like Samaje, that was a big one because I saw him when I was in high school. When he was in high school playing on prep, like I didn't even know who he was. So
Yep.
it was just kind of crazy. He committed to Xavier, and then once I really kind of put all the pieces together, so like then you go see him immediately as a freshman and have that type of impact. It's like, oh, I can see myself doing something similar to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know. We got to go back to them back gyms where some kid might not be hyped up as much as somebody else, but you can find some gems. There's a lot of basketball players as well.
I mean, look at two. Two was the. I mean, two was already going to Indiana. To Indiana, obviously, like he was higher recruited, but like when he came actually committed to Xavier, a lot of Xavier fans didn't know who he was because Xavier wasn't even on the mat for him. And then all of a sudden, all that stuff happened. All that stuff started happening at IU, and it was like overnight he's coming to Xavier, and that was basically because of Book. And like I don't know if you've ever met Book before, but like
no, I haven't.
hey, he was on Miller's staff my freshman year. One of the funniest people you ever meet, but like he is a basketball dude through and through from New York. Like, and he was the reason the two came. He was the reason the Cheeks came. And like, man, but you're exactly right though. Like two came out his freshman year, and like, dude, he put a stamp on the program immediately.
Yeah, man.
But kind of going back to like high school, I think we're same age. It's crazy. It's been like 11
Almost
years.
a decade, bro.
No, it's been
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
I would use that word.
but like
Crazy.
going back to then, obviously so much has happened in your career, but do you remember being a high school kid the first time a Xavier coach came up to you and like watched?
They were the first school to recruit you, right?
No, like I had like some smaller schools recruit me, but I forgot. I just remember we was like in one of these random gyms, man. I think it was like 15U. I remember Coach Steele being there, and my dad got recruited. I really wasn't even talking to coaches, to be honest. Like a couple words, man. Talk to my dad. Like
That's good. Yeah.
I was I trust my dad 100,000%. So it was like he gonna let me know what's the deal, and then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit, kind of get a little feel for how you are. But man, you can talk to him. But I remember coming to that little gym. It was like an early game. I remember I was cooking that game. After that, I remember they just kind of stayed in contact. But like I just kind of took note of that. Like, damn, it was kind of early. I was like 6 feet at that time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
What age were you when you had your first dunk in a game?
My sophomore year.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Which is crazy. You wanna know what's crazy? I have never dunked ever, like in practice or nothing. I only could dunk with a tennis ball. We playing this one school called Consortium, was a really good school. They had a Michigan ranking came out. Mind you, I played JV my freshman year. They had a Michigan ranking come out. They had me ranked like 22. I remember seeing it right before the game. I have never felt so disrespected in my life because 22 in your state is like, man, no way. Like, don't do that now.
Yeah.
Like, no way. So I was remember like, all right, I'm gonna do something today. Like y'all tripping. Like I'm not even joking. I've been dunking warm-ups. I've never dunked. Like, this is the craziest thing. I remember getting a steal. And I'm just like, I'm about to dunk. God was in me because I'm telling you, I could have embarrassed myself. Like,
Yeah.
stole it, dunked. I remember I just kept making play after play. I just feel like God was with me that day for sure.
Yeah, that's great. So we're kind of going chronologically here, Ed. So we left off about shootout of your real freshman year, I call it.
Mhm.
But I got to rewind real quick because there's a video I got to ask you about.
Oh,
So there's this video of you, Trey, and Larry.
I knew you was about to ask me that.
dancing. I don't know who put it up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it might have been Larry. I don't know. That's when we just,
Bro,
we
who
was
put that
freshmen.
up?
We used to be silly, man. I don't know. We was bored. I think I just seen that video too.
You had to be like, who put this on the internet, bro?
They need to delete it for real, man.
Well,
No, that was the good times though, honestly. So
I know someone who tweeted that very video today.
I did. Actually, I did. I dug it up.
wow, that is
Like
crazy.
as a grown up, me and my boys like recreated it, like at Stone's, the bowling alley.
That's crazy.
Like all that shit that was just so funny. But that was one thing I loved about your style is like I feel like you wore your heart on your sleeve, which I really appreciated. I feel like not all players do that. Like you brought up the dunk against Octavius Ellis, like that was one thing that was funny. Is you could see your emotion like very clearly. Like there'd be times I could see you surprised yourself, which was really cool.
Man, like that's what I'm saying. People don't really understand me. Like I've never had a trainer. Like I didn't get. You know who basically introduced me? Like people have like I've had my coaches. I've worked out with like my coaches, but like people have like personal trainers. Like I've never knew. Like I was just always playing off just natural gifts. Like whatever I had, my natural ability. Just I played basketball from practice or go home play my like that was my training. Like I get my extra shots on my own. Like I never had nobody like me going to Xavier, bro. Me seeing Trayvon with a trainer, I'm like,
Yeah.
Bro, he got a personal trainer, but it made sense because how polished he was. And it was like, it was eye opening for me. Like, bro, he came in as a freshman and leading us in scoring, but like, I'm like, oh, but again, he from Indiana. Like, I grew up a little bit differently, so some things I just wasn't exposed to yet. Although I played EYBL, like I was around all the camps, but like I'm not hanging out with them dudes like that. I'm not really getting to know them personally. Again, like I'm to myself for real. I'm just
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is business. Let me get in and out. Like,
Yeah, that's one thing
but
I see.
like, so I'm just raw. Like,
You were wrong with
I'm
you.
impressing myself, bro. I didn't know what I didn't get athletic till I got to Xavier. That's what people like that athletic. I got to Xavier with like a 34-inch vertical. By the time I stepped on that freshman year, I had a 42-inch vertical, and I don't know what happened. Like,
Yeah, man. Something in the air, I guess.
I remember Madness, bro, the dunk contest. You did like the free throw line. I was like, who is this?
like random, like everything was random. My height is random. My dad's only 6 feet. Like,
Yeah. That's what I liked about you, though. You're a late bloomer to some degree. Like, you were not one of those high school kids that had, the pub. Like, Trey committed to UCLA. You know what I mean? Trey was just
yeah.
a different type of high school player. But everyone's running their own race. So it had,
Mhm.
that's one thing that's interesting talking to you because you talk to some dudes who played in the NBA and it's like, this bro is like ego off the charts. Like, this is not even like a normal person for real. But like, you're definitely had a different path. I really respect that, honestly.
No, for sure. It definitely wasn't a fairy tale, man.
No,
It was a grind, bro.
that's what makes it interesting. I think it adds character. But going back, okay, so let's kind of rewind back. We were in your freshman year, your real freshman year, I call it. Okay, so that was a big moment, obviously beating UC at home. And then the team starts to roll. Like, I don't know. It was funny talking to James. He was like, we sucked leading up to that season. Like, all season was terrible. Like, our workouts were awful, but you guys really got it going.
Oh,
And then
bro,
you
no,
guys
like it was bad though, like bad, like guys being late to stuff, missing. I remember one time it was like three people back to back to back days was late to something. That's crazy. Like that never happens, bro. Like 3 days in a row, somebody is late to something. Like, that never happens for real. So that third time, Mac, like, all right, bet 6 a.m. Everybody show up. We get there 6 a.m. 20 on the clock, or it might have been 30 minutes on the clock. Suicide. You gotta do like 30 of them in 30 minutes. Like, and if you don't make it, we gotta come back the next day and do it. You don't make it, you gotta come back the next day and do it. First day, somebody don't make it, gotta come back. Next day, somebody don't make it. Third day, Jalen on our team. Jalen irritated now. Jalen is walking. He's fed up. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Y'all not making it. Like, all right. So then we had to come back again. Probably about the fourth day. But like, so we started off. I thought we was gonna be terrible. Like, we are not about to be good. We not locked in.
That's exactly what James said.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it was crazy. Like, it was like the craziest. Like, the season happened and was like, boom, that Michigan game happened. It was just like, boom, boom.
Yep.
We go to that Thanksgiving tournament. It just kept going. Like, nah, we good for. Like, we just started realize, like, no, we really good for real. Like, this not no fluke. Like,
Yeah.
we got too many players on this team that can contribute.
Yeah,
Do you know, like the crazy thing is like how much fans don't know about the process of the season. Like you're talking about, you're going through it. Like you internally, you're in your mind, you're thinking like we're going to be terrible, and like the fans are so optimistic. You know what I mean? Like
I know,
they're
they don't
always
know
so
what's
optimistic.
going
You
on.
would never know. Like, that's
Right.
so
That's what I'm
We
saying.
have,
But
you have blue white scrimmages, man. Starters keep losing. You just
Yeah. Well, like people not showing up and being late to practice or being late to things. Like,
yeah.
dude, I can't even tell you how many times I was late to shit when I was at Xavier. Like, I was late to stuff all the time because I was a dumbass. But like, then that stuff never gets out into the public because it's all
No.
real. It's all real close knit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like as long as the results are happening, the fans don't really know about any of that stuff. But if they saw like a fucking Hard Knocks like type shit about the teams, it's crazy how much stuff happens during the season.
No, so much stuff, man.
Do you feel like there was a turning point in that season? Because like in hindsight, looking back at it, that team goes 28-6.
crazy.
And in hindsight, it's like, well, Trayvon Blewett, JP McCura, Jalen Reynolds, yourself, Kaiser Gates, like just so many
James
good,
Farr, Miles,
yeah.
Remy, they're loaded. Yeah.
like just a loaded team. So it's like, yeah, of course they were good. But just with like the mentality leading up to it, and maybe it wasn't everybody, but at least you and James were saying like, oh yeah, we'll see, whatever. Was there a turning point where it's like, oh
No, it was like I would say leading up to like basically once we started playing, like from the exhibition, like you start to see, and it's like boom, boom. Like the Michigan game, I feel like after the Michigan game, we like, all right, we rolling for real, we can bump. then after Thanksgiving, we started feeling ourselves like we
Yep.
good. And I think we got ranked after that too, like maybe top 20 by then. Then once we got like I think top 20,
It was
it
all. It
is
was all
on some like
crazy.
we feeling ourselves for sure.
And then you beat Nova at home, #1 team in the country. And not only did you beat them going away. Yeah, I still remember the wraparound pass you had to James Farr. They call a timeout. You're geeked. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah,
Like,
that game.
I felt like for me,
That's my favorite game ever. I don't care.
that's the loudest I've ever heard Cintas, bar none.
It was louder than the UC game. Like I said it every time. It was louder than the UC game. Like, that was so surprising. But that game was turned though. Like #1, but we was #5.
Yes.
That
Yep.
game. But it was like because last game I got knocked out, dude. Jump fell in my head.
Yep.
So like I was like amped up for this game. Like I got some good sleep, 8 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
good pregame nap.
But I think too, like you and James both have kind of talked about where that turning point of the season was. But I think internally, as guys start to like fill into their roles of what they're going to be, and everybody kind of knows what they need to do to win, it turns seasons around really quickly, or not even turns them around, just gets you going. Because those first 4 or 5 games of the season, as much as coaches talking to you about like, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, whatever, you get out into the game, who's the person that's actually going to produce and do what you need them to do?
Yeah.
And you kind of just like fall into that hierarchy, and then the season starts rolling. You know what I mean?
And that's crazy because like, and that's why I think that's why I rock with my teammates. It was never no like weird energy and like, but like, did nobody really know how good I was gonna be out there? I promise, like, and that's why I like my respect for Mac is like different. Is like, bro, he still let me play.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as full as I may have wanted, but to the degree like you let a freshman who I pretty much was trying to figure out what can I do in college, like what's gonna be my niche in college, and I was able just to go out there and do that, and then next thing you know, I'm the second lead scorer on the team somehow. But it just happened organically. It wasn't like forced or nothing. Like,
right.
But it never was a time where I was like, oh, I need to be scoring this. It was just like whatever I got to do today for our team to win. Today might be 6, 15, might be 28, might be 4, but like we was winning. Like, but winning in college, the going on winning streak, that was like the best feeling. Like it felt untouchable. Like
that had to feel good.
That's felt better than you trying to score all 20 and you losing. Like, nah, that winning feeling being #5 team in the country and we was unranked to start the year. And they said Xavier wasn't gonna be nothing because of their point guard and who the starting point guard. Like, that was like for me, it was so personal. Like, yeah, keep doubting me. Like, that's why I took that one on the chip. Like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And that was such a fun season. And so we obviously won't talk about the end of that season. Because we don't need to go there. I don't like that state up north one iota. But okay, so that season goes phenomenally well, and it had to be crazy because it's like you said, I don't know until I know. Like until I'm doing it on the court, I just don't know. Like I'm confident, but I don't know. But you go into your sophomore season with crazy expectations. Xavier had literally never ever been ranked, like maybe 25. You guys are ranked top 10 going into the season. Like that had to be a completely different feel of like going into your sophomore year, like you're the man. You know what I mean? It's like you and Trey, you got a squad. You know, like what was it like the juxtaposition of like freshman to sophomore year?
As far as like team expectations?
As far as like coming into the season, like you had, because I feel like you had a lot of expectations on it.
It's like dealing with that different pressure.
For me?
Like, all right, we're already ranked. We don't have to prove ourselves.
Yeah. It's different. I mean? You definitely got more swag. Like you think, oh, we go national championship. I'm like, we've been always thinking about winning national championship for sure. Like, all right, bet. Like, you know, because you come in, if that's the success I had from me just basically not playing for a whole year, I'm coming in confident, like, oh yeah, I know that I'm definitely gonna produce way more this year. Trey just averaged 18 last year. All right, he's gonna do it. Like, JP was turning to who he is.
Yep.
So we definitely like we good. We gonna.
You could see it too.
Yeah.
Like I even remember watching like the first couple games, like, oh, Ed's moving different. Like you could just tell.
You got a little bit more swag to you. You got a little bit more.
Like I saw the new.
It's like
you got to redid all the excitement.
But
like, Kobe grew his fro out a little bit, like in year 2, year 3. That was kind of like I was thinking.
You trying to switch? I think I switched up the hairstyle a little bit.
Exactly.
Hey, you trying to experiment? I'm just experimenting on haircuts and stuff, man.
I mean, you can tell where your freshman year, you seemed like surprised. Sometimes you like Doc Davis, like you were expecting.
Now I'm like, I'm dunking with a little swag. I'm staring in the crowd.
Yeah. And it had to feel good. And,
I did though.
So it's like, if you're good at basketball, you're the man. So it like your sophomore year, kind of getting into a flow? You averaged, I think, 15, 16 points a game that year. You had nights scoring 29. What was it like in your sophomore
Man, you gonna know what's crazy? I hate that year.
year?
That was the most stressful I was ever in my life, man. Like, man, that's
Just
why I
because
said
of
that
the
year with James
expectation
and
or
them.
what?
Yes,
Just like
bro.
yeah,
Like, just everything. Like, again, you got to picture. Like, I wasn't never thinking about the NBA. I'm trying to come to college and produce. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ranked 70 some on ESPN. Others like I'm kind of ranked. Uh, so like I'm not. You're not coming in thinking about NBA. You think about okay, how can I be a good college player? So then when all that happened, you had that year. And I remember that year ending, and that's when you just start to test the waters. And
Yep.
everybody thought I was gonna test the waters and stuff. But like by the way I ended that year, I felt like that was my first year hooping for that whole year. Like that Big East, they caught up with me. Like I remember just feeling so fatigued.
Yeah.
Uh, and again, I wasn't expecting right away to be having that type of role. So it was like your body, your mind has to adjust to that high level of basketball. Uh, so I remember going that summer like, bro, I'm not mentally ready to go enter no draft and do all that. I'm like, I'm not even about to test the waters. Like I need to come back to make sure I'm mentally there and go through other stuff, leading the I wanted to lead in a different spotlight now. So I was dumb excited. I'm confident. Like, no, at that time, I'm like, I know where I'm at. I never really was looking at drive boards, but I know where I'm at. Like, I just went to the Nike camps. I'm getting feedback, so I know what's really in store for me. Long as I go out there and do what I'm supposed to do. But man, I did not know what was up for me that year, bro. And man, that's like, man, every time I think about it, it was like, man, nobody really knew what I was really going through that year because I just kept it to myself because that's just how I always been. But like, I was just so stressed because like I'm dealing with, I want to be this NBA player. I gotta be this player for my team and
right.
prioritize our team no matter what it is. I'm feeling like, oh man, if I don't play this way, bro, I wanted to come in that year trying to average 20. If you go look at how I started off that season, I scored 20 point back-to-back games. Like
Yep.
in my
24.
mind, I'm like, I'm about to come out be aggressive. Like I'm about to show them why I'm a lottery pick.
Yeah,
And that was gonna be my mindset. But and I understand for the team being younger, I wasn't super understanding, but Mac reeled me in. Like
yeah,
and you kidding, like you know it's like, bro, I got reeled in. Like nobody like hold up now. Yeah,
yeah.
hold up.
I
You
mean,
running the show. I,
when you start getting into that mindset of like just worrying about yourself.
yeah,
Not saying that that's what you were doing, but dude, I understand it. I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Like when you're really trying to like think about what's next for me, where am I going
Mhm,
to play after Xavier, and kind of overlooking that time and not just like living in the present of where you're at and trying to just be the best you can be. It really messes with your head.
mhm,
Everything becomes there's just so much more pressure on everything you're doing. Like whether I mean the most mundane stuff, shooting a free for me like shooting a free throw, posting up, making the moves that I always make.
mhm.
Those things just have a little bit more pressure, added pressure for no reason.
Yeah,
Just what you put on yourself, and in the end of at the end of the day, it ends up being worse for the team. You know what I mean? So like that's
literally. And like you said, like that was kind of because like me, man, I'm a team. I care about winning.
right.
But it's like, yo, I never really was even like the NBA was a dream. Like literally, it felt like a dream. Like, oh, this can be reality. So it's like it's sitting on one side of your brain, like kind of at all times. So everything you do, like missing shots that normally don't affect you, is
Right.
affecting me. And like
Mhm.
now, like I'm in the media, bro. I've never like I'm getting talked about in the media now. When you have a
Yeah.
bad game, you getting talked about. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't use this is social media just now start really getting like with people like trolling you, doing all this stuff. So it's like I had to handle a lot of different stuff that I wasn't ready for. Uh and you just kind of hear outside noise with it that was just kind of affecting me. From people that's like not even telling me, but not intentionally telling me, but just kind of talking like, man, such and such said, man, because you played bad, you didn't drop
Yeah.
five
Right. Yeah.
positions. But it's like it's genuine, like they not trying to, but you telling me. So now it's in my mind, like, dang, bro, I gotta play better than this. Like, And versus like brothers love to play ball. That first year, brothers got to hoop freely. Like I didn't care about no bad game. We won. Like it is what it is. You're gonna have bad games.
Right.
If LeBron James, Steph Curry, any of these dudes I done watched with my own two eyes have bad games, who am I to think I can't have a bad game? Like
Yeah.
it's basketball, but like it was like I was having like an identity crisis. Like I didn't know which way to go. And I felt like soon as I started to figure it out, I
Yeah.
have the worst month of my life, and I don't understand how you can tear your labrum, then tear your ACL 2 weeks later. Like,
Yeah.
bro, if you really go look at the B's, I was averaging like 18 and 8. Like, I was like, I feel like
Mhm.
it started rolling, even while my shoulder was clicking out on me in place. Like, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this all making sense now. I know how to be aggressive and lead the team.
Yeah.
Because again, it was different. My freshman year, we got 12 guys that can contribute. So like, it's not just all on Edmond. Besides Trey, Trey was the head of the horse, but you got Miles who, okay, Ed having the best game. Miles always stepped up. He was big time for us. Oh, James had 19 and 19.
Yep.
Jalen, like we had all these guys that always will help basically pick me up anytime. And I just feel like that made it so easy versus sophomore year. It was more on my plate, just naturally. You older, second year player, the roster wasn't the same. I felt like we still had a good roster, but it still wasn't the same.
Yep.
I don't feel like we was as deep as we was that year.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
again, I had to adjust to that life. Like Mac put more on my plate. Like he wanted me to defend more, but he opened my eyes to so much more stuff that I didn't even know I was capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And there's kind of 2 points I want to bring up here. So you talk about, the struggles you were having during that season, and then just with the pressure of the team being ranked and, trying to get to the NBA, and then of course the injury. So then after you have that was at MSG, right?
Yeah.
So after that happens, the team kind of loses some games. I
Get
think it was
smacked.
6 of their next 10 they
Played
lost,
himself out of the tournament.
but ended up making the tournament
Barely.
and
Needed
making
every single win they could
but
get.
ended up making a
Yeah.
great run,
Of course.
obviously.
Mhm.
So kind of like almost embodies, to me at least, like the whole I don't know, like
The arc.
personality of
Yeah.
like you kind of like back against the wall. It's like, man, what's going on? And then it's like, yo, wait, like this is fine, like we're cruising. So I don't know, just kind of cool there. And then I listened to a podcast you did with someone from the Nets
Mhm.
talking about when that happened, just like what was going through your mental. Like I think you said originally you thought you broke your foot, and then
Yeah.
uh like I mean you don't have to reflect on that too much, but like just those weeks and months like after that injury, I know you've said it
Mhm.
before, like you thought your NBA
Yeah.
like dream was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go through those next few months where like you're recovering, and then you get the phone call and you're drafted by the Pelicans and go to the Pacers, like what was all of that like, just the range of emotions and how
Mhm.
life changed for you?
Yeah. So really, man, it really started that Villanova game because that's kind of when I hurt my shoulder that game. I continued to play. Uh, then we played Butler. It came out of place again. Then we finally got an MRI. Found out it was torn. And at that place, like, bro, I'm pretty much knowing like I'm entering the draft after the season. So just like family, kind of people in the circle, just like it probably best for me to get the surgery. Like I need surgery. My shoulder was like 60% torn. Like
Yeah.
it literally was click out of place, and like my arm would kind of get like numb, and I couldn't move it. Like it would happen in games. Like I physically, it's times you probably don't even know I have to throw the ball. Like I could not even like move my arm.
Man.
But like I ain't want to let my teammates down again. I'm fighting identities. I felt like, bro, if I shut it down because I want to go worry about the NBA, it's like, bro, I'm about to leave my teammates hanging like this. Like, come on, I just felt like that wasn't the right move. And it's crazy. I remember talking to my teammates in the locker room about it, and they all like, bro, like shut it down. Like we all know what you're trying to do. And you first of all, like you literally tore your labrum. It's not like I had like a little injury and it was like, oh man, bro, I had to play on that. Y'all see that shoulder brace I had to play in, man?
Black little,
I
yeah.
couldn't even move like to a
Yeah.
certain degree. Like But like, bro, I'm like, bro, Q is the backup, and he's like a true freshman. I feel like, man, I'm about to put all this pressure on him.
Yep.
We still fighting for this rank, like we rank still. So I'm like, that's just all gonna fall on his shoulders. I just didn't want to do that. And I was remember telling my this like the first time I really went against my pops too. Like, and not like he always agree with anything I'm saying, but he like, dang, I think you should shut it down. At that time, just like, nah, I don't think I can do that right now, man. Like, I just can't leave him hanging like this. And that's why I don't really regret nothing because it was at the end of the day, it was my decision. I wanted to keep playing. Uh, and I think we had a UC game coming up. And I said, bro, I'm not shutting it down for UC. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm too much of a competitor. I said, bro, I'm
Yeah.
not shutting it down. That looked too soft, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't care. I'm playing with one shoulder. I don't make no excuse. Why I ain't make no excuse for the game? Like, it is what it is. But I'm not dunking no bump from UC.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not ducking it. So I'm like, I'm playing that. But as games would go on, like as I just described, like my shoulder was like literally like just clicking out on me. And mind you, I'm a driver. I'm a right hand driver. So every time I'm driving, that's the shoulder that's
Yeah.
going to get hit.
Hmm.
So now I'm trying to like, okay, can I just try like? So I'm trying to change my. You trying to switch up too much now,
Yep.
and I think that's what I mean. Kind of got me too. Like I'm trying to not do certain stuff. Uh, but I remember we go to MSG kind of play. I got my surgery done in New York. I was actually going to get surgery that week. Uh, it was like it was just too much. It was like just not. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep doing this. I think it was like 2 months left, 2 more months. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'm physically gonna be able to keep. I wasn't practicing, but like in college you gotta practice. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like cup practice where I would just have to sit out on the side. We go live. Like I do like script and stuff like that, but we go live. Like I can't do that. Like somebody hit me and pop out again. Like I'm in all this pain for practice. But then if you're not in a certain rhythm, your confidence not gonna be as high now that you're not practicing. Uh, and it just didn't start. It didn't make no more sense to me at that point. Like, yeah, you literally can hurt the team and yourself. Like this is not. It's not no benefit from this anymore.
Mhm.
Uh, but again, my ego, like I love basketball, bro. So I really don't care. So I'm like, bro, I gotta play, bro. We go there and shit, like I
Yeah.
gotta play. I remember I'm having a beautiful game, scoring,
Yeah.
playing assists, rebounding. Like I'm kind of closing the show. MSG, I know it's scouts like everywhere. That's the mecca. Uh, I think it's what 3 minutes left, 4 minutes.
Mhm. Game is over.
Now I'm sitting about to get on a double double like 18 and 9. I always remember the game. Like I'm just like this the game you've been needing too. I remember driving. I go get the N1. Boom, he hit me. I remember shooting it, but I just tried to put all my weight on one leg, and I just felt my leg like do the craziest hyperextend. But I kind of like jump and like fall down, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. And I got up. I couldn't put no weight on my leg, so that's when I thought my foot was broke. So I'm like, oh, I can't feel my foot. I look at the bench. So my mom, my dad, and Drew, they behind the bench because again, I'm gonna get surgery that week in New York. Uh, so I remember just looking over at the bench like, oh no, I broke my foot. So they helped me up, but coach still thinking I'm saying my shoe is snapped or something. So he like, oh, somebody get him a shoe, get him a shoe, get him a shoe. And I'm sitting there on the bench and something just rushed to the back of my knee. And I'm like, oh no, this ain't right. I looked to my parents, I literally told them, bro, it's over. Like
Yeah.
I'm cooked. Like I done tore my knee up. And it was crazy. Like I knew I tore it up, bro. I get to the back. You know they do. I mean, y'all probably don't know, but they do like a knee check, like to check if you tore your ACL and stuff. Like they move it around, and the doctor
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, no, I think it just might be like PCL. Like he say something else where I'm like, oh okay, we good. And I walked to the plane. By the time we landed, I couldn't walk no more. And then once I read, I'm like, bro, that's not that. Like there's nothing more than that. And they took me to the doctor after that. And I found out that man, that joint crushed me though. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
that crushed me for sure, bro. Cause like he said, I thought my dream was over. Like I didn't did all this work. I didn't made a name for myself for
Yeah.
it to end that way. It's just tough for me, bro. 'Cause I feel like I do everything I'm supposed to do. Like I put basketball first. I'm not BSing around. So So for real, I really just couldn't understand. I'm just like, man, like, bro, I'm literally putting my body on the line. Then you like this happened to me,
Yeah.
like why, bro? Like why? Like I'm this close from everything basically changing. Like helping me going into workouts. NBA teams, I don't think they really knew how athletic I was. Like you go to the combine, you do those measurements, like it's gonna change people
Yeah.
view of me. Like, oh snap, like yeah, he got that type of potential. He can do that. Like, and where you get
Yeah.
drafted, obviously, bro, it literally changed your career. I was so naive to, and that's kind of jumping past this whole other feeling. I'm gonna go back, but like I was naive to how the NBA actually works, to be honest. In my eyes, it was like once I'm like, bro, I just need to get in and I'm gonna just work hard and I'm gonna make it up to the top. It is like that. Whereas like sometimes you might not even just get enough opportunities to do that. And then
Right.
if you do, you might not make enough for them to veto that sometimes. It's like so many more factors that sometimes ain't just about basketball. And I was just like, that's why I needed to be a first round pick and not the 53rd pick.
Yep.
That's why. But
But you kind of mentioned like that whole time period, and like I think anyone would be in the same like mindset. Like, man, why is this happening? Like, I'm doing everything
mhm,
the right way. But in hindsight, like however many years later, and having played multiple seasons in the NBA, do you kind of look back and kind of think like, man, like I don't know how to phrase it, like God's timing, blessing in disguise type of deal. Is that kind of how you look at it now?
man, everything that's happened, bro, like literally made me so resilient. Like those injuries just helped me. You just learn about the body, and again, you think you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Uh, but the more you learn about your body, things you understand. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, I got 42 inch vertical. Once I put on like that 20 pounds, I'm like, I'm still doing my list, but it's like, bro, I'm not trying to do legs like that. My legs are really sore. I can jump out the gym. Like, I didn't understand how important was legs. Yeah, upper body. Yeah, let me get that so I can get the contact. But I didn't. You young. And that part, that's the ignorant part. I want to call it because once I figure it out, I'm not doing it. You're not really ignorant if you don't really know something. So, but like those like I understand my body now. I know what I need and what it takes to
Yeah.
perform on that level. Um,
Well, some you had said before about not wanting to put the pressure on your teammates and things like that. Like I think that it kind of goes back to that point you made at the beginning where you start to feel like, man, when this college shit's over, I'm gonna miss it. You know what I mean? And like if you already knew you were going to the league and these are your last few games and like you have a chance to do something that nobody at Xavier's ever done, go to a Final Four or whatever. And like who knows if that would have been even possible or whatever.
mhm.
But just like realizing that you're giving it up, like that's the end of my Xavier career, regardless of if it's an injury or you just lose in the first round of the tournament or you lose in the Sweet 16 like I did, whatever it is.
Mhm.
As soon as it hits you that it's done, you're like, fuck, like what could I have done more to get further or just anything.
Yeah.
And when you're sitting there and you're like, man, my shoulder's fucked up and I gotta figure out how to get through this. How can I play through it to make sure that this isn't the way my Xavier career ends? Like there's something to be said, even if it's not something you're consciously thinking about, it's got to be at least in the back of your mind. You know what I mean?
No, that's crazy. Like, now that you put it that way, I don't think I was thinking like that, but that is the process, and that's why it's like, bro, when I'm reminiscing, it's just like, bro, I'm not hurt that like I'm glad I did leave, but it's the way that it ended. Like if
Right.
I would just finish it out and whatever how the season ended, it ends. Like it is what it is. But the fact, bro, like it was just taken away from me like that from
Right.
starting in January, like, bro, like that's just not the way like you said, I didn't want it to end. Like, and
Tough.
that's why I always got this weird feeling is like, I wish I just like that's why I was saying I want to go back to school just so I'm like, man, I don't want to end that way. Like I don't want that to be the last thing people saw was that. Like,
Yeah.
and I even hate those like, bro, I really only had a bad month. Like
Right.
outside of the concussion, the freshman year, like I didn't miss no games. Like I didn't miss no time before that. So like, but like that bang bang and like that redshirt year, like it made it seem like I was just always hurting. It's just like, bro, that was not the case though.
Right.
I got hurt within 2 weeks of nobody has ever torn their labrum, torn their ACL within 2 weeks of each other. Like
That's
That's
crazy.
just in the same month. Like that is just the worst luck you can ever have, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and how I tore my labrum was so crazy. I did a dribble. Dante DiVincenzo reached in. The ball was like stuck in my arm. He kept pushing, and it just was so much force, and it just clicked out. Like I was remember it just giving out on me. Like how many plays have you done a crossover? Somebody arm pushes the ball into your shoulder in the middle of a crossover. Like it was just like weird stuff like that. Like, come on, body contact off of N1. Like it wasn't like I did my own move. I tore my ACL off of contact. Like somebody hit me and I'm trying to catch my balance on one leg. Like stuff like that. Like people want to know, like I don't care. My butt will be sore. I am falling on the ground. I'm not trying to land no crazy one leggers no more. Like
Yeah.
no, because sometimes like and these big fellas, they be big sometimes. You get a hard foul. And let me roll my butt before I'm trying to do these crazy landings and stuff now. Like
Yeah.
it's like a trigger now in my head where it's like, nah, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not trying to go through that for something like that.
I never had any bad injuries
Mhm.
throughout my entire career. I mean,
And you
I
blessed.
broke my wrist in high school. It was nothing crazy, but like
Had an
throughout,
eye
Yeah.
injury.
Didn't you have an eye thing at one point?
yeah, okay, I broke both of my orbital bones, but that didn't stop me
Oh,
from
that's a
playing.
little extreme too, though.
But never stopped me from playing. They
Oh,
made me
okay, no,
they
so you
made me
good, yeah.
they made me put the fucking face mask on, and I'll never forget. Like, because the same thing happened to me in high school. I guess I just have a punchable face or something. I don't know. But I had to wear. They had put that little mask on me, and it was within like I think 30 seconds into the game. I missed a layup. I pulled
You
that
took
thing
it
off and
off.
threw it in the stands. Like
You just like
it's
me,
anybody else's fault but my own.
bro.
It's this
I
fucking
no,
mask.
nothing new. I'm too superstitious. Nothing
Yeah,
new,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, right.
Yep.
But
I
no,
remember that with the mask. Yeah.
but it's crazy how fast that stuff can happen. Like I can't remember exactly the circumstance, but my senior year, Brad Redford, he tore his ACL just like
Oh yeah.
walking backwards like out of a play. It was like a completely non-contact injury. He had just come back from something, and he had some sort of lower body injury. He was working on his upper body all preseason.
Yeah.
He got cleared to come back, and then it was like one of the first practices he tears his ACL, and he's just done for my senior year. And it's like, Brad was like, Brad's going to come in the game and give you 5 or 6 threes, and he's going to make
I
4 or
know.
5 of them. You know what I mean? So like, that's a big part of the team. So
Yeah,
he's
for
just
sure.
like out, and it's just like in a blink of an eye, he's gone.
Yeah.
And like how crazy those injuries can be, man. It's
What
wild.
we went on like what a 6-game losing streak after that?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it was, bro. It was so crazy. That's why it's like a fairy tale ending. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm happy they was able to have that run in the playoffs. Was like, bro, just seeing them losing games, like, dang man, like you
Tough.
already know the correlation. Like, dang, all this, but then like you said, them last, I think it was the Big East tournament where they won a couple of games, right?
They needed
Yeah.
every single one. Yep.
Barely squeaked in and ended up going
Beat
to
Butler to punch their ticket. I think they were in the last 4
Yeah,
in that tournament, which had to be cool. You know what I mean, for you. But then it was a great run. But obviously, like you said, that was a star-studded team. The year prior was such a deep 8, 9, 10 guys get at you. And that was where I felt for you, man, because you could tell you cared about your time at X. Like you could really care. You could really tell you cared. And it was especially the way you lose as a freshman. We don't need to talk about that, but I'm sure you had an unfinished business type of mentality, and then you're rolling, you're getting it going. So it was tough to see, but I hope that you've seen in time that, like, obviously X has so much love for you still.
yeah. I feel love now for sure. You know what's crazy though? I never said this, but I was hurt when I decided to enter the draft, bro.
Sure.
They've hurt me, man.
I'm sure.
I was sick as a youngin too, bro. You seeing that? Bro, I was seeing so much negative stuff, and I'm like, bro, I literally just played through a tour labor. I just put my dream online. I was seeing like dudes like, oh, you ain't gonna make it. You gonna be this and that. And I'm just like, bro, you can whatever. You can think what you want to think, but just wish me well though. And I was just like,
Yeah.
but me again, young. It was a lot of Xavier fans not saying that though.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying by me being young. Like my motto now, I would never respond to anything negative until I respond to everybody from every tweet my whole life. Somebody has said good to me, and I respond to all of them first. Then I respond to something negative. Like,
Yeah.
but all I was seeing was negative stuff. I remember like said one time I wanted to screenshot and print out this one tweet somebody had tweeted about me. It was a Xavier fan. I'm just like, I don't know. It was just so crazy because like I'm like, y'all doing this to me, and I literally just put it all on the line, bro. Like, I love Xavier's, bro. Like I was literally losing sleep over this. Like, I would literally put it all on the line for him. I'm like, bro, I feel like I didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
But
I
so
agree.
for a little minute, I wasn't like rocking with. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Y'all gonna do that just because I feel like I got a small window and I want to take this advantage of my family where we don't come from much. So this
Yeah.
opportunity is huge for me. Like that, if we bro, we had NIL, y'all would have saw Ed Summer 4 years. Until they would have told me I was 100% lottery pick, I'm not leaving school. For
Yeah.
what?
Right.
And
If I could have banked in millions.
I mean, there was when Derek Brown left, there was a lot of people that were talking about him like that, and it's just like, man, you don't people that don't do it when you work your entire life from the time you're fucking 8 years old through whenever the draft comes or you go play professionally, whatever it is, you eat, sleep, breathe, bleed, like everything is in it. And when you have a chance to go make money, like anybody that's going to get mad at you for that is to me, like that's them not understanding what it's like to give your whole entire self for something. And like,
Exactly.
they can love Xavier and all that stuff, and they can, they can feel like the reason that they're angry about your decision is right. But like, man, I learned so quickly coming in as a freshman and a sophomore, like to just like I was able to completely put that stuff on in a different place and just compartmentalize it, because if you let yourself get caught up in it, man, it can get ugly real fast because you're not going to be able to please everybody.
And luckily,
Man,
social wasn't the same back then for you, Kenny. Like, which had to. I mean, it was still existed, but for Ed, it was like Twitter was Twitter.
Right?
bro, it was
Yeah.
Twitter. That's what was getting like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not joking.
I think Twitter was like in the first or second year, my
Mhm.
junior year. It was nothing compared to what it is today.
Right.
Yeah, no, it was.
And that was hard because it's like, yeah, for you, it's like I'm just a college dude who like, and your situation, Ed, was so volatile. I feel like comparing you to a Trey, it's like Trey had like a slow, steady up, you know what I mean? Like, but yours was like overnight, I'm an NBA player. And
Bro,
then
it goes.
overnight, it's all taken away.
You went from I literally turned to an NBA player in 1 year. Like people not like 1 year. I went from just a 4-star recruit, like, oh yeah, we don't know, like another player, to oh snap, I'm on NBA radars, like, and then let alone I get drafted with a torn ACL and a torn labrum, like from an unknown player. I'm not no McDonald's All American, like
Yeah.
Right.
And I
all these players in the world.
You're rehabbing. You're on your phone. I'm sure people are talking junk to you. Your stuff is messed up. Those had to be dark days, and I can only imagine how you must have felt at that time.
And I feel like I can speak for the Xavier fan base that if you walk back into Cintas Center for a game,
yeah,
your ass is going to be out at half court. They're going to be announcing you like Ed's coming back. Like it,
yeah,
dude. It's a crazy feeling going back, man. Because like I know, like it's for different reasons. I was, the game kind of passed me by when at the time that I was coming out, like that was when the NBA was just getting real small, and like it was different. But when I left, I didn't have a really good exit. There was a few things that were wrong. My senior year, whatever. I don't need to get into all of that publicly, but for you leaving as an NBA player, people are going to be mad no matter what. Even when I was a senior leaving, they were angry that I was leaving. And like I didn't accomplish what
no eligibility, bro.
But they didn't think that they didn't think that I accomplished what I should have accomplished and blah blah blah. I'm like, I mean, I went to 3 Sweet 16s. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. Like,
that's elite work.
It's tough, but like people just don't get it. They just don't understand. Like getting to the second weekend by itself is fucking impossible. Winning that game when you're one of 16 teams left, and like every single team that's left is like has a chance to win the national championship.
Literally,
it's so hard, and like I get angry at myself for not getting past the Sweet 16, but like I don't think they have a right to be mad at me. You know what I mean? Like I did everything I could. Like I don't know. It was just but I'm telling you, you come back and they're gonna roll the red carpet.
Yeah. Now they've been back, like that's like my whole mind says that's all love, bro. That's why come on, bro. I'm still X to this day.
Yeah.
But like that first year though, I'm not like, man, it was like, man, I'm cool.
I believe it, man. I believe it.
Especially when you're young, those memories hit hard.
Bro, I'm 21.
Yeah,
man, come on.
So okay, so Xavier time is over. You know what I mean? And I'm sure at some point you had to say, okay, what's done is done. We're moving on.
Yeah.
And you're moving on to the NBA, which had to feel cool to make that a dream. And obviously
Mhm.
your NBA start was different. You're rehabbing, you're coming back. I don't
Mhm.
know if you felt all the way yourself by the time you were even getting going, really.
Yeah.
But what was it like that dream actually becoming a reality, and then going into the Pacers too, which had to be kind of
Yeah.
cool. You agree?
Yeah. So it's crazy. Like you kind of get. So I didn't go. I didn't work out for no teams. That's like some unusual stuff for somebody that's not like no number one pick or top five pick, whatever. So like I went to the combine. Obviously, I got the invite, but all I did was just like interview stuff. And mind you, Miss time, like, bro, I'm barely talking. Like, so that ain't even my strong suit, anyways.
You're
But
doing all
I,
right.
they,
But it's
teams did
important
their
though.
You're doing all
background
right
check
here.
on
Yeah.
me. Yeah, nah, I'm different now, man. I got a baby now, man. I'm in a whole different bag. But I remember doing the interview, but I remember teams like Orlando having like 3 or 4 picks, and like teams with a lot of picks, like they take like a gamble, take a couple like force, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like my range is from like anywhere from like end of the first round to anywhere second round. So you really don't know where you're going. And I knew two ways just they came about two though. So this is still why I entered the draft. So I'm like, worst come to worst, bro. Team gonna sign me a two-way, bro. Like, there's no way. And that's my mind. So I'm like, no way you're not about to. That's like a no risk. It's like you're not no financial commitment like that. Like, I'm like, a team gonna sign me to a two-way. I remember sitting there sweating through my suit. First round go by. I go to Barclays, which is the best thing I could have done. Cause like, bro, hearing my name, walking across that stage, like I heard my name and like I don't know, like you know how some of these movies where like everything in the background is blurred out. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't know what to do. Like I'm hearing like ringing in my ears, like, and I'm walking downstairs. It's just feeling so surreal, bro. Like that is by far like one of the greatest feelings, bro. I just like I'm glad I'm 53. It felt like I was the first pick of the draft. I promise you, that's how I felt. Walking across that stage, grabbing that like. So that was amazing, bro. Like you said, bro. Once I kind of got to my rehab, I put on my NBA cap. Like, all right, I was on two-way. I remember sitting there with my age, and while we wanted to go to Indy, he just felt like I had a good chance to get off two-way. So we said to go. I know I had to sign a 2-year deal because, bro, I'm rehabbing a shoulder and knee, so it was potential that I wasn't gonna play this year, and the Pacers knew that. That was part of the whole thing. So I signed a 2-year two-way deal. But I remember me and my age, I said, I'm getting converted that second year. That moment I get healthy, I'm assuming that I'm ready for that. Uh, so boom, first year, just do rehab pretty much. I started to play like the second half of that year, but like you said, bro, like I wasn't like dunking or nothing, kind of timid. Uh, but what's so crazy, bro? My brother passed that year. So bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this shit was, man, it was a messed up year, bro. Like I got injured in January. My brother passed a little end of January. Well, I think it was like February, early February. So that whole year rehab and all this different stuff that's going on. My brother passed. Now I'm coming back from basketball, bro. I did not want to play basketball. If I didn't feel like I would be letting my brother down, if I wanted to quit, like I was just so unmotivated. Like,
That's
and
tough, bro.
again, I can't tell my parents that I am like I don't even know how to deal with my feelings of like, oh
Yeah.
snap, I just lost my brother. Like,
Yeah.
but I gotta go play. Like I'm in the NBA. Like I gotta go perform. But I went back to go start back playing like 5 days after, and the Pacers did not rush me. Like they was like so helpful, so respectful. Like, but I just felt like it's my first year. I got to show them that like
Yeah.
this basketball mean the most to me. Like I'm on two-way. Like I haven't even I'm not on standard contract. Um, but I was not in. I would go practice, bro. Just go home. I'd be in bed all day. It took it to the summer came around. I started working out. Summer league came where like feel like my brother got in me. He just got some life back into me. Then everything just kind of started back rolling. I started back feeling good and confident. And that was my first real training camp, basically my second year. Uh, and that's what like I just felt like I started to feel like,
Yeah.
all right, I should have been a first round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you may have been without the injury. I don't know if you had an
I'm
idea.
just saying, if you go back, just go back and look at the whole
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of
redraft. You really look like even guys that was in the first round that was out the league before me. But again, it was the injuries. Like it is what it is. God had a plan for me.
yeah.
I'm really not tripping about that NBA stuff. Bro, I like beat the odds, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got to be great.
It's weird. It's weird though with the NBA. Once you play outside the NBA, you realize that, like, man, the NBA is just another league in the world. You know, like, it's the best league. Don't get me wrong. Like, but like when you start to look at the politics of like I played in Germany for most of my career, like, and the guys that would leave from Germany and go to the NBA, it's like it's just crazy how like all these leagues are so interconnected, and you got
Bro.
people from the NBA coming. Like it's wild to me, the dynamics of how people move through the different leagues and how like the NBA. For a lot of people, it's a revolving door. Like you get guys that'll go to the league, come back out to Europe,
it
go back.
is. It's a lot.
It's
A
crazy,
lot
man.
to say about the NBA, man.
Yeah.
The best job in the world, though.
Yeah,
I don't care. I got my eyes. Like I got the short end of it, but man,
get it though.
if that door
You get
opened
it.
back up, I would hop back in that door again. Like it's just, I'm not one of them guys. Some guys get bitter. Let me rephrase that. It would have to make sense because I'm older now. Like
Yeah,
I got if it ain't an opportunity where I feel I can play for a contract, I'm not going just for minimum because I seen how I was treated
yeah,
and like when it become like you can't physically do anything to get on the floor at this
yeah.
time.
Right.
But like that like crushed me. That
Hmm.
crushed me, man. Like crushed everything I had. I'm just so used to like basketball gonna take care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody out playing me, hey, I tip my hat. I go get in the gym and get better. You
Right.
tell me I got to get better at this, and then I get better at that, and then go crickets. And you tell me it's a numbers game that has nothing to do with basketball,
Mhm.
and you physically tell you, oh, I know you're playing your best, but it's just a numbers game. You got to sit down.
Right. Well, and then there are you can see it, and I mean, obviously, I have a lot of friends that played in the NBA.
Hmm.
You can see that there are people on certain teams that are just like they just pick them to play. Like, not that they're not talented. That's not what
No,
it's
because
about. But
everybody is for real,
but they
bro.
just
People don't understand that margin in NBA is not talent. It's
yeah.
who gonna get this. You need minutes.
Right.
I'm sorry, bro.
Right.
Like playing spot minutes, you can't get a rhythm. But if you play somebody 20 minutes and then with 15, 20 straight games of 20 minutes, and that player don't show you nothing, then he just not hooping. That's his fault.
Right. No, I
But
know. I get it, man. Believe me, I get it.
Yeah.
But
But
so
I
where are
mean,
you playing? Where are you playing this year?
China. So I'll probably be leaving like in 3 4 weeks. I don't really know. It's still waiting to get like I gotta get my rights bought up from the other team. A lot of, like I said, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. I'm in my I'm about to make as most money I can.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna call it.
In those
I
swan
can't keep
song
doing
years.
all this for
how
this
you
long, man.
how's the body feel at 29?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm 22.
Good.
Hey, no
I
shit.
feel too good, bro. That's why I just need the door to crack open a little bit in time. Just I feel too good mentally and physically, like my mind too sharp, my game too sharp, like but the opportunity just has to be right. I just know everything has to align
Yeah.
for it to make sense. And I'm content. It's like I just told Major once I got back over that same threshold I was in the NBA, like being no minimum, like I was making my highest contract was like 2.5. That wasn't even the minimum because that was my first deal. I didn't sign the minimum until after I got hurt, but that was still around the same amount of money. Like I signed a 3 year deal after I got out the Pacers for like 6.5 million maybe, and it was like 2.3, like 2.2, and like kind of like that. But bro, after tax agent fee, I didn't take home $1 million probably until like my third year.
Dang.
Then when I got to the Nets with Brooklyn, and that is not for no minimum player. Like
Right.
rent was almost $7,000 for a 2 bedroom in a regular apartment. Like I'm talking about like on camp where I stayed at Xavier is how I was living in Brooklyn. I was paying that. I was my stuff. I used to be so mad and like, and I because you gotta ask me. I'm just like the amount of money some of these other guys was paying. Though I'm like, ain't no way I was spending that on no rent in no New York. Like
Yeah.
20K for some rent for a little box just to
Yeah.
say I'm in the.
Hell no.
Right.
Give me back to Indy, baby. a little,
Hey, every time I was cool. I got my crib.
yeah, a little
I'm
cheaper.
cool, bro. Like I'm
But,
not.
but you had such a great NBA career, and who knows what's next? I mean, you're still 29, which is like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, what do you think going back? I mean, dude, you played with Kevin Durant. You know
Yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
it
Like,
was.
does that ever like set in, or has it set in? Do you do any of that reminiscing? Or you still kind of just
Man,
like,
I've been doing reminisce because like, bro, I ain't gonna. I miss the NBA, bro.
yeah,
Bro, you really like living your dream, and like,
right,
I feel like that first year for me, it was like first and second year. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I wasn't playing enough. if I don't know how to explain it, but you feel like you in the NBA. Like, and you shouldn't feel like that as a basketball player. But like I would get on the court and like you played my first year. I played the last game of the season. He put me in for like 50 seconds. Right, so that's like no bump. I get a little late though. Left a little late. Uh,
Of course.
so I can't get over like I don't got my moment to like just get over it and just be like, okay, this is basketball, Edmund. Like
Yeah.
so then next year you're kind of doing the same thing. So like the first 2 years, but like once I finally started like playing, it just became basketball again. That's when you just see like, oh, I started scoring 20 some. Bro, like imagine not playing 15 games in the NBA and basically not knowing you're gonna play until you come back basically around 4 o'clock and you see your name on the board, you just been on rotation because now somebody hurt and you know they don't care. Like if you don't perform, they nobody cares. You ain't played in 15 games. You're not gonna be in game shape because yeah, we playing up and down, but bro, playing in a game and playing in practice is not the same thing. I just
Right.
don't know how to explain it. You just as a player, you know,
Yeah.
like game shape and just being in shape is not the same thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but like you gotta be ready and like I was all that's why I always feel like God was with me, bro. I was always ready for these moments where like I feel like I was being set up to fail sometimes, man. Like getting put in a game with
Yeah.
30 seconds left and you didn't set 30 some minutes and like it's stuff like that that would be like hurting my stats and stuff like that. Like if people really kind of dug deep into my NBA stats and like cause you gotta look a little bit more into player stats. Like bro, they give me 30 seconds here and there, minute here and there. But go look at every game I played 20 minutes, 15 plus minutes.
Yeah.
Them real NBA numbers. I'm not no like 5 points, like double figures, and that's the only thing that always
Right.
was just like, bro, I just really wanted. What did kind of happen that year with the Pacers? Not literally showed that I was an NBA player. Numbers show. You
Yeah.
asked me to shoot better. Like imagine, bro, as Xavier, when did I ever be a catch and shoot player?
Yeah.
Imagine you go to the best league in the world and somebody tell you now you have to stand in the corner and be a catch and shoot player. Now you gotta you shooting. All I was doing was shooting threes every day because you literally trying to. I'm rebuilding everything. And the NBA line, you don't know how far that line is. It is far. The room for error in your shot is like this small. You have to be locked in. That takes time to build and build. And like you go from playing with the ball in your hands to now I'm literally a two guard in the NBA. And I just for me, I didn't understand that because I was a sexy prospect at point guard. Like,
Yeah.
why are y'all making me this catch and shoot? But like I cared about being in the NBA, so I'm like, bro, I'm not about to cry about not playing point guard. We either gonna figure this out or you not gonna make it. And
Yeah.
again, you know what's in my mind? Think about the Xavier fans. That was,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like, no, I'm not about to prove. I'm gonna prove
Yeah.
everybody wrong. And like that was kind of like it. Kind of that's kind of when I let it go. Like I felt like fully too. Like when I proved myself right. Like it ain't even prove. I'm like, bro, I proved myself. I knew I was an NBA player. I knew I was gonna get converted. I called all of it. It happened exactly the same way I said. The second year, once I got healthy, and I was gonna be able to show them, bro, like I'm the same player. I went to the G League and I was thrashing the G League that first month. Like I was averaging like 35, like
Yeah.
cooking. Like it was just hard because again, like, bro, you got Vic at that time. Vic was top what 3 shooting guard. He was sharp.
He's
So
nasty.
Vic don't play his third, and we always had like a vet. So that was kind of like season. So like for what we needed at that time, we're kind of contending like AC.
Mhm.
It just wasn't no minutes gonna be played for me, bro. Like it
Yeah.
was hard versus the Pacers, bro. That's why I'm so sick because they switched their mindset up, bro. Like 2 years ago, and they played all their young guys. I was just like, why couldn't we do that when I was there?
Yeah.
Was it crazy
Because,
watching?
bro, think about it. You gonna sink or swim, bro. Like I'm sorry, you can't hide from it. But if you get thrown in the fire, you either gonna show that you can play and you're gonna get better, or you're not. But
Yeah.
like when you don't play, it's just so hard. I be feeling like, and that's just part of the problem. Life's not fair, so it is what it is. But and it's not just me, but
Have you noticed, like, I mean, in the difference in the NBA for a lot of, I mean, for young guys coming up, like, at least from my perspective, when I look at it, the NBA, they kind of, unless you're like one of these one percenters, you know,
mhm,
that you got the ball in your hand all the time,
yeah.
they really compartmentalize you into like, this is the player that you are. You're going to be a spot up shooter. You're going to be a rebounder. You're going to be a defender. Like, because they have 80% of the points that they want in the guys, in like the two or three guys. So like
They
you,
paying somebody 100 million, 200 million. Like that's
right,
the stuff that people are not understanding. Like there is literally somebody probably on that team. And if you're not a top 5 pick, you're probably not about to be this number 1 option. Like, yeah, some people it's outliers, Jokic, like it's certain stuff. Like, yeah, stuff happens like that, but like, be realistic, it's just not happening, bro. Like, people like I vividly remember early in my career, my coach is telling me how to play. Kenny, like literally, Ed, we don't need you to shoot the ball today. I need you to bring energy and play defense. Like people that you think, oh, why you not being aggressive? Because if I want to play when somebody get hurt, I got to
Right.
do what my coach telling me to do, or
Yeah.
he's gonna go to somebody else. And for me, trying to get off 2-way, that's why I got off 2-way. I took advantage of my opportunities.
Yep.
Like, man, this year look nasty. Motherfuckers might be saying, yeah, weak now, whatever. Like, I ain't trying to hear all that.
No,
Cause then boom, last game of the season, they sit all the starters, play the young guys, get 20 minutes. Bro, the first time I played 20 minutes, I had like 23. Like, that's crazy.
yeah.
Come on, the first game I play over 20 something, I get to play like basically free and have the ball. I always scored over 20 something. I'm not saying I was about to be this 20 point, like I'm not telling I don't know though. Like I'm not gonna say that pre-injury and just show
Right.
myself short because with the ball in hand, you don't know. I'm not saying I was gonna be the superstar because it's some generational talent. And I respect game. Like being around KD and Kai, those are generational talent. It's nothing
Yeah.
Edmond Sumner can do in the gym. I don't care how many workouts, like you can't get to the some of them levels some of these guys is. That is God's gift, bro.
Right.
I
Well,
saw it up close. This is God's gift.
but they also, I mean, they get like anointed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I looked at and like Dennis Schroeder, for example, like he's turned out to obviously be a really good player. But like, I mean, we play when he got drafted, he was playing in the German league that I was playing in as like an
Mhm.
18-year-old. And like I remember going into the game and I was like, you know, they were talking about how he was going to be this high draft pick, blah blah blah. And I was like, this guy, you know, like,
Yeah.
but like, and like he turned into something. Jimmy
Mhm.
Butler turned into something. But like when you watch, we played against Jimmy Butler at Marquette my sophomore year, and like
Mhm.
he was a defender. Like
Yeah,
that was
that's what I
it.
heard.
You know what I mean? So like, and like he turned out obviously to be NBA All Star. He can do things that 99.999% of people can't do with the basketball. But like
with his hair.
they get anointed by
Mhm.
these programs to be like, all right, you're going to be the guy. We see something in you, so we're going to cultivate you as a player,
That's
right?
what it is, though. Yeah.
So and but then like on completely flipping it, you go overseas and they expect you to be able to do everything. Like as a 3-man, like you got to be able to post up, you got to be like you got to be able to shoot the ball, you got to be able to bring the ball up, you got to be able to defend, rebound, all that stuff. And like you know, like a stretch 4 is the most important position in Europe because like a guy that
Yeah,
can
it
bring
is.
you know what I'm saying? Like a guy that
They
can
do
bring the ball
everything.
up, shoot threes, play defense in the post, rebound, all this. Like so, like a guy like Justin Dolman, he ended up
Mhm.
having an insane European career because that's exactly who he was. He had 1,000 moves. He could score on anybody. He could score from 30 feet and in. Like those are the guys they're looking for in Europe. And unless you're like a KD or something like that in the NBA, like you're never going to get the opportunity to even try and do that.
No, it's
So
just not. And then, but again, to be a little humble, like you ain't, I ain't 7 feet
right,
with
no,
a. So
no,
it's like you kind of understand, but like you say, bro,
right,
you're not. I be feeling like some people understand the NBA and some people don't. It's like what you see in college. So people be like, well, why he's not doing that in the NBA? Where like you say, bro, well, one, I'm on the team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Like, where I got enough? Where's the ball?
yeah,
Where
right,
am I gonna?
yeah,
I am initiating this action to get Kevin Durant the ball. It is not about like you feel me. Like
yeah,
you get it. Like, but that's the part of being, bro. It is so much harder to figure out how can you get yours within all this, and you know, like when I was in Brooklyn, like this is because I played with Vic, like, but
Yeah.
I didn't play like much. So again, I'm playing the same position as Vic, and then at that time I was young, so most of it would be like when Vic would be out, that's when I would be playing. But like starting with KD, doing all that, like he touches the ball every possession, like it goes to him, like it doesn't matter what's going on for real. So trying to figure out how to be aggressive. But like them guys, that's why I respect him so much, bro. He just like he loved basketball. He's just a hooper. So like he still love like, all right, bro, you still a basketball player. Like, go get a ball. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
can't score every point in that instance. So it wasn't just like me, but like, bro, this ain't your show. Get a ball. You got your one possession. Try to probably get some. For me, it was transition. Like I knew that was my bread and butter because like I
yeah, right,
can't. They not giving me no ISOs. I don't care. So look, I'm like, you get
yeah,
off the rim, I'm out. Throw
yeah,
it ahead. Let me get this one-on-one
yeah,
transition. one, and I feel like that was helping me too, because that's like stealing a bucket in the NBA.
Hmm.
If I can go score this bucket in 3 4 seconds now, and we already a good defensive team, like I just gave us another possession essentially. So
Yeah, no, that's
Well, it's got to be cool because it's like you're coming up and you obviously like high school, college played great basketball. You know what I mean? Even
mm,
Kenny played great basketball, but you literally made it to the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1% on literally a team with arguably the best basketball player in the world. Like
yeah.
of 8 billion people, he number one or number two at that time. Is there any like stories that like maybe you call your dad like, Dad, you would not believe like what Kyrie was doing today, or like because that was like a team, like that Brooklyn Nets team.
Uh, I don't know if it's like his A story, but I don't know. You just see incredible stuff, bro. Like bro, like incredible stuff. I never seen something like that up close and personal. It's one thing when you playing against somebody have a good game, but you get to see every day, basically like the preparation
yeah,
that goes into them, and that's like what was so cool with me. Like even with Vic, like it's not a mistake why he had that year when he got traded from OKC, bro. He was the hardest worker on the team. It was insane. He would be in the gym at like 6 a.m. And the shots that he would work, he would do the same thing every day. So that's my first year. Like that's who I'm watching as a pro. Like, okay, he doing the same thing every day after practice. Little transition pull up, transition heli, like the stuff he was doing against Cleveland all up throughout the year. You go back and watch the tape. He would do that every day. So you see these guys, KD and Kai, like KD approach is insane, bro. I didn't for him to be that naturally good, bro. You watch his workouts. It's not no like no lie, no myth. He goes hard every workout. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what he's doing, bro. Like people think, oh, KD's skinny. KD's strong as hell, bro. Like I remember one time walking in the weight room, seeing him weight. He had like all the 45s on the leg press, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Like,
dude. I remember going up to Chicago. Me and Cheeks were working out at Attack in Chicago one summer, and this was like really, really opened my eyes to what the NBA world looks like. I walked into the gym and we were about to play. We were about to play 5-on-5, and Gilbert Arenas was in there working out. And I'm watching this dude go from the baseline all the way to the other free throw line, and he's got three people standing around him, all within like probably a foot of him, and he's got to do all his dribble moves without them touching the ball or him messing it up, going down the court, running at full speed. And I'm looking at this dude like I've never seen it. Like I've been around some really good guards in my life, and I've played with some really good guards and against. I've never seen this, and like Gilbert Arenas, obviously, like he was big time, but like
mm,
just watching him do that just like on a Tuesday at noon in the summer, like it was crazy, man. Just watching and like, man, I love having those experiences just because you see people that they've reached the mountaintop of what it is to be
yeah,
in our sport, and like I never got there. Obviously, I never played in the NBA. It would have been awesome. There's a lot I could have done to have changed that. But when you look at those guys and the amount of work they put in and the way that they do it, it's crazy to watch. It's a crazy experience.
yeah. 'Cause they life ain't easy either. Like,
No,
around they get the money and all the fame, but like, bro, it's so much of them dudes.
I
Bro,
know.
like literally though, like you not winning championship is your fault. That is crazy
Yep.
Yeah.
That
to
is
think
it.
about when you in the NBA though. Like
Yep.
some of these dudes, like, and we ain't just talking about like I'm over here getting mad little Twitter trolls, bro. I wouldn't have no these ESPN guys talking about me every day sports.
Yeah.
Like these dudes be, come on, bro. Like you got family members getting attacked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Imagine
It's
that
like,
on
man,
crazy, dude.
your phone,
It's
bro.
crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, it
Like
comes. You sign a $200 million contract. There's a lot more that
yeah.
comes with that than just
So
getting
we'll
money.
get ready to wrap. We've been going for almost an hour and a half. We really appreciate
Holy
your
shit!
time. Like I know it's a big deal. I've never heard you do any podcast work as a Xavier. So it's really cool to be able to tell these stories. I know a lot of Xavier fans are really excited to hear from you. So we really do appreciate it. I got a couple questions, and if you guys have anything, let me know. Is there a favorite Xavier memory of all time? Like you think of your Xavier, your time. Is there one memory you're like, okay, this was my favorite moment, favorite memory?
Yeah, hard
man.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you can't
I
say.
swear it's a lot of memories. The good ones is the ones that just gotta stay in the vault. but but no, man, I don't know, man. There's a lot of good memories at Xavier, man. Maybe the one with Larry. Me and Larry got in a car accident, man. That was a good
Yeah.
memory.
Oh,
I
Well,
remember
it
hearing.
wasn't a good memory. It was a funny memory. Uh, what's the I forgot like the party week? Is it Pig Week? What is
Big
it?
roast.
Yeah.
Pig roast. Pig roast. All right. So that's my freshman year. Our freshman year, whatever. Larry got his car on campus, and like he decided to go to the pig roast for the first time. I remember we went to the mall. We got little like tanks. What is it? Marble. Yo, man, little marble tanks. We might just got a haircut, so we ready to pop out. And I forgot the street, but it's that little one with like all the houses, and then, that street is so small. It's like basically one car can only pass at a time. And I remember we drove past the house, and they over there partying, so we see it. So Larry tried to do a hurry up and do a U-turn, but the street is again, it's a small street, so you gotta do basically
Yeah.
3 turns
right.
just to get back to the other way. But he don't even look. He just whips it so fast. He's so excited. And it's a motorcycle behind us, kind of close. Bro, I'm not even joking, bro. Lucky he had such great reflex that he turned his bike and kind of it was like slow motion, man. Like he turned his bike and the bike slid sideways. So he just like slid into the car sideways, like boom. It's like all right, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like he still fell off the bike, but I remember him getting up and he was just so mad, like he banging on Larry's window, man. And Larry kind of he just cracked the window a little bit. It's like chill out, G. I look at Larry like, bro, you could have just killed this man. What are you telling him to chill out for? It was your fault. Like, I didn't drive with Larry no more after that, bro. Like, no way. I'm like, I ain't cool on you, bro. Like, you almost just ended us. Then I got my feelings. And I'm like, dang, what if that was like a truck or something, bro? We just almost just got ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
But,
Like I
but
said,
yeah, Zay, bro, that was a great time, bro. Like I said, I enjoyed my time to the fullest.
yeah, it seemed like it, man, and it's great, man. I hope you feel the love from Xavier community, man. It's been cool seeing you like on Twitter too, man. Like it's really cool, like seeing you and James go at it, reminiscing about those days because those teams are special. I hope you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. James a liar for one.
Oh, okay. How so?
James a liar.
Okay.
Well, he tried to make it seem like I just did not talk to him for some reason, or I was just so anti. Like, tell me how a person who, when the team goes out, I'm there. James used to take me to Burger King like twice a week, every week. Like it became a routine. So
Yeah.
we hung out. So I'll be like, just because I don't want to hang out with y'all every day and do what y'all want to do. Like, I'm a computer science major. I got real work, bro. Like, come on, like what we doing? Like they be exaggerating. Like them dudes gas, and they knew I rocked them. I was with them all the time. I'm not partying every day. No, we ain't partying. I ain't doing that. I'm not no senior. Like
Yeah.
you gotta know what you can do. Just like in the NBA, I ain't KD. I can't do what KD do.
Yeah.
Like I gotta move a different way. I can't James. I can't do what y'all doing. I ain't even played yet. Like
Yeah.
Maybe we can get you both on and do a therapy session and work this out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you guys maybe
bro, we
start.
talk. We FaceTime and talk. I had to text him after that though. After
You,
his comments though,
hey,
I still
you
text
came
him.
out the TBT stuff, didn't you?
Hmm?
You came out the TBT stuff when we got the throwback team together with Trey and them.
Yeah. I came out for sure. I came in practice. They stopped that though.
Yeah, we might.
His
We'll
fault.
talk
His
about that
fault.
offline. We'll talk about that offline.
But I know you might have another question, but I just want to say this isn't a question. This is just a statement. Just like listening to your story. Obviously, I knew about like all the on-court stuff, especially at Xavier. But just listening to like you verbalize it and talk about like the setbacks on and especially off the court, and just keeping your mind right and still like achieving your dream, like getting to the NBA. Like I don't care who you are, is like crazy. Like that's stuff that every kid dreams about at one point, playing some professional sport, and to get to that level is just
It's almost mathematically impossible.
it should be impossible, but you achieved that and you did that, and like I don't care who you are, like that's a great career, that's a huge achievement. So I just want to say like how cool that is to be able to talk to someone who could have quit so many times, could have given up mentally, given up physically, and still fucking do it. Like that's you should give yourself a pat on the back for
No,
sure.
I appreciate that for sure though. Like you said, I've been for sure feeling the love too. Like I said, outside that first year, bro, I'm gonna rock with Zay forever. I don't regret nothing. Everything happened for a reason. Said, bro, I was able to live out my dream.
Yeah.
And I'm still bumping now. Like I ain't like I got love. So like I know I got less years ahead of me, but like I ain't nowhere near ready to put this down.
Love it.
But
You'll,
bro,
hey, let me tell you something. When you know, you'll know.
no, that's why I said, bro, I already know. It's too like I'm
Yeah,
still to not like, but if I don't work out a day, like it will mess up my mind. Like I have to live and work and get on the court every day. If I don't, like
Have you
right.
thought
my
about what you want
mood
to
is different. Like
When I was
everything.
when I was getting to the end of my career, I was like, I knew I was done. Like I was just,
Yeah.
I wasn't. Like you said, it felt like a job, but at the same time, like I had my wife was with me. I had a kid, another kid on the way. I was just like, I got to stop picking up my life twice a year and moving across the world. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. That's hey man.
It's tough, man.
It's a great sacrifice right now, so I can't complain. I don't know.
No, I know. I get you. I get you.
have you, and you're 29. Hopefully, you have 8 more years in front of you. Have you thought about what you want to do after?
Man, I don't know. A lot of things. I coached the AAU this summer with Drew.
Oh,
That was different because I said I'd never do any type of
excellent.
coaching.
Coaching's
Uh,
fun, with especially with kids that can like at least.
Shout out Taylor and Kenny, baby.
that's little bro. Yeah, shout out Taylor, man.
That had to be a cool experience. And Drew's been killing it. Like that's some high level
Nah,
ball.
he changed it around. He really, it was cool. Like I said, like Drew, like that's my best friend. So it was,
Yeah.
and when I always had a team, like I would be in the crowd because like that time in the NBA, I don't want people like, oh, this about Edmond. Like, nah, bro, it's about the kids. Like I just becoming the support. But I wanted to be on the other side because I know coaching is just way different than actually playing. But actually hearing him, bro, seeing like how quickly he's able to pick up on stuff, make call plays, I'm like, bro, like he's the real deal, man. And that joint was just great to see for real.
Yeah, great dude, Drew. We love Drew. He's awesome. So that's all great stuff. And then too, outside of basketball, I remember seeing your wedding on Instagram. You got a kid now. Like, how's everything outside of basketball? Seems like you're in a really good place.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm a family man, man. I always been that way though.
I
Gotta,
love it, man.
I had to get
Family
out
seem
the
like
way, man. I couldn't get caught up in the NBA life, man. Just,
yeah, I love that.
I'm
Very
telling
few.
you,
I
that was
feel
the
like
best thing for me right there.
yeah,
Being smart and like, you know what? Let me
yep.
get my
And I'm sure.
lady, man, and be cool with that. You
Yeah, and
said
it's
what?
probably nice like you're drafted like Miami. You know what I mean? A little different.
Come on, man. Indiana, you gotta force yourself to get in trouble, Indiana.
Yeah,
That's what I said. God knew, bro. I'm from Detroit. I went to school in Cincinnati, and I got drafted to Indiana. Like, come on.
uh, you know where home's gonna
Like,
be after?
huh?
You know where home's gonna be after this?
Man, it might be Cincy, man. My wife from Cincinnati. She been know me. I ain't
Yeah,
trying
I'll
to
tell you
move
what.
back to Cincinnati right now,
I know
though.
you're talking about too much after basketball yet, but you do have a standing, invitation to the Robot podcast. I'll say that.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I mean, hey, never know, man.
Never
So I
know.
said I'm
I,
trying to get back into Zay, man. I gotta get familiar with everybody. I'm trying to get acclimated.
I
So I
can
mean,
promise
hey,
you.
you never know. I might, you never. I got mad love for Zay. I might want to do something with Xavier at the end.
Hey,
There you
yeah,
go.
I don't think that'd break anybody's heart. We really appreciate your time. Kenny, could you guys got anything else? No,
I got
we
nothing,
really
man.
appreciate your time for real, man. It means a lot for you to come and talk to us, and I know Xavier fans will love to hear from you. And if you ever need anything at all, one tweet away, man.
Nah, yeah, appreciate y'all having me for real though.
No,
So
it
I
was
ain't
awesome.
talked about no Xavier stuff for real. So this was cool, bro.
Is there anything
Yeah,
we didn't talk about? You wanted to talk about, or did we get everything?
Nah, y'all, that was cool. Y'all got me. I got to vent a little bit. Got a little
there you
stuff
go.
off my chest, man. I've been wanting to say that about Xavier fans for a minute, man. Just to say like y'all hurt my feelings a little bit,
I'm sure.
man.
I'm sure.
Hey, dig up those tweets.
Yeah,
But
man.
it's all love now, though, for
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
sir.
It's a bunch of people that love their school, man. Want to
Yeah.
win. But again,
Lunatic fringe minority of it.
yeah, 1,000%. But we appreciate you, man. It was awesome having you on the podcast, man. Thank you so much.
Nah, yeah, appreciate y'all, boys.
Ken, you want to take us out?
Stay bobbing.